Hello. Happy Tuesday. I realized the yo wasn't cool anymore because the English teacher did it in chat. We have to find a new thing, chat. Anyways, happy Tuesday. Reminder, in-houses today are canceled because we have Cloud9 versus Crew. It's Sentinels versus Leviathan. And I will be taking roughly a 1 hour break to prepare food, relax, and reset. Tuesdays are not happy. It's too early in the week. What? Nah, Tuesdays are right. Mondays are probably the worst. And then I don't know. And I was a working dude. It was just Mondays. I was kind of down for the rest of the week. Yeah, we did like 10 tier 3 giveaways with the Watch Party yesterday in Healthy Sleepers. Apple, you didn't include a joke indicator, but I have to presume you're joking. It's a WAV file. Controversial opinion Sunday kind of sucks. Everything you do on Sunday is overshadowed by the mere fact that Mondays is. Why are you prefacing a normal opinion with the statement controversial opinion? I hate this. You know when like there's like a whole subreddit controversial opinions and all of the top posts are like correct normal opinions. It'll be like, I don't know about you guys, controversial opinion, but like I don't like Mondays. We're like, huh? Anyways, there's a different subreddit if you're interested in this. I don't use Reddit like at all anymore, but it's called the 10th Dentist. You know how it's like 9 out of 10 dentists recommend this. Here, you have to upvote if you disagree. It's strictly enforced. And so the posts that actually go up are genuinely controversial. Like this guy, I play games exclusively in Windows mode. So if you want to like cook, like my friend eats his cereal with orange juice. It's hecking. There's some insane stuff on there if you want to hop down the rabbit hole. I am no longer on Reddit, but that's where you can get real controversial nonsense and people will argue for 10 hours. You mean Windows mode is fine depending on the game, to be honest? Bro, that's not the point. Stop starting this argument, you piece. I said go there for it. I just showed you the existence of it. I didn't endorse any of the hecking takes. In fact, they're all takes I probably would disagree with, which is why I would upvote them. That's the point of the subreddit. Shit you disagree with will be at the top. If you're not interested in that, then don't go there. Boo-doo, boo-doo. Boo-boo-doo, boo-boo, boo-doo. How's Monday better than Tuesday? Yeah, actually, no, I agree. And guys, stop trying to simp for Prime subs the moment the stream starts. You know who tunes in at the start of the stream? Only people who've already Prime subbed. You gotta let it cook for a bit. You want to simp for it when the graph is at its peak, which for my estimates on Tuesday will be 1,100 viewers, maybe a bit more. What's up, OD? You here to watch me suck at Rankdle? OD, did you tweet that I paid you? It's okay if you didn't, but if you could just confirm to chat that I didn't withhold your winnings. I am Kayam, thank you for the prime. Kitsune TW, thank you for the prime. Oh. Okay, bro's using no util, but he includes his dad. Like, what type of guy doesn't use util here? Doesn't even satchel to cover for the reload? Silver. Hey!
Enemy spotted A. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Okay, I mean the last shot's giga lucky, but let's break down the other two. Crosshair discipline here is all right. I think we could expect them to peek front smoke to fight Cat. The other two are really good. That's like bad positioning though. Like fighting heaven while exposing the main. The shots are really good. I'm gonna give Ascendant just because the shots are really good, but there's no, this could be any rank. Yeah, Immortal, nice. That's def like Immortal though. It's not. I've seen people hit those shots in the platinum clip. You gotta understand it's a clip. It's not like this is how the player plays every game. It's like this is me at my peak. Dr. Kickbutt, thank you for the 6 months. And people can have crazy peaks. Oh, what? Look at our Sage. I'm just like looking at the mini map and I can't believe this guy's B main right now. Yeah, exactly. Even today's video, like you show that one breach round to like a coach and they're gonna get some Immortal. Oh yeah, I'm glad that this username is the type of shit people who play this game enjoy to proudly rep.
That's 3. Found one.
Ha! We got the cabbage bug. All right. This has to be low elo. These guys aren't even trying to win. Like, there's not even time. We use no abilities all around. I'm going bronze, dude. Yeah. Yeah, that shit was low elo. 4 stars. Exactly, dude. They've got sight with every single ability up. There's no comms. The enemy team just lets the bomb explode like they don't have time. Yeah, it is what it is. You guys know the drill. If you have a VOD you'd like to get it reviewed, head over to the Discord at discord.gg/wahoochit. There you'll see a raffle in the Raffles and Predictions channel, which you'll be able to enter only if you have an approved VOD. To get an approved VOD, you got to read all the rules in the VOD Review Rules and Requirements channel. You got to submit a VOD in the VOD Submissions channel for my lovely moderation and volunteer team to review. If you're goofy and don't read the rules, you get rejected. You might even get banned. If you're Giga Chad and read the rules, I swear it's not that hard. Don't be nervous. As long as you read them, you will get approved. Just don't skim them. Then once you get approved, you'll be able to enter the raffles. You know, we used to get way more rejected VODs, but so it used to be possible to like submit a VOD even if you weren't gold, even though the rules said you had to be gold. That one was broken so often. But now the command you use to submit a VOD that we made literally won't let you run it if you don't have the gold icon. Jacob, there's no easy answer. I need to see your VOD. There's no one thing you're supposed to do when you're playing weak side and you're doubled up. And that's also like, that's a pattern generally unique to bind and fracture, but depends. Trash Bandicoot, thank you for the prime. Boo, boo. If the rank linked is with VODs, yes, basically, because you can't accept the rules without being gold or up. Like at the bottom here where you've got to react to accept the rules, it only lets you do that if you're gold or higher. Hey, who's your favorite Radiant Valorant streamer? Tens. Hecking love Tens. TDM a good substitute for DM while trying to club out with low yellow. As a warm-up, it's fine. As practice, it's garbage. You don't want to practice on maps that genuinely aren't in the pool. But as a warm-up, it doesn't matter. So yeah, go nuts. Ooh. I'd like to formally apologize for making Hardstuck Ascended jokes during your initiator climb. I now see the error of my ways. Oh god, let's take a look, Pen Flash. How bad is it? Oh, karma, bitch. Karma. This guy was making fun of me for dropping into Ascendant on Initiator while I was learning it. And I'm like, that happens to everybody learning a new role. Get wrecked, Pen Flash. I have no sympathy for you. You were laughing at me at my expense. You gave me ranked anxiety. That Pearl win rate though, is he cooking? Hey, this guy pops Pearl. Wait, but his Pearl win rate is like, I mean, the dude dropped 77 ADR in his most recent Pearl game. He just got carried by AG base drop. And this random Fade who dropped 240. Holy cow, what a goat. Shouldn't you start a new role in unrated? No, that's trash. Unrated games are so low quality. And raffle. Witty. Congratulations on winning the raffle. Please post a link to your approved submission in the stream chat. Boo boo. Azurus XX, thank you for the prime. Dweety, I swear to God, if your next message isn't a link to your approved submission, lose my mind. Celebrate your win as I'm loading it up. Dweety, the link to your approved VOD submission in the Discord. Like, you go grab the link like this, copy link, and you come over here and you paste like that. Dweety, this would be the this is the VOD submissions channel. Chad, why do you always help these people? Let him learn how to do it. Thank you, Dweety. You guys always like try to do it for him. We're teaching useful skills here. All right. My eyes deceive me. It's like Immortal 3. Oh my God, let me sit up. First VOD of the day and I have to be giga focused. Mortal VODs are tough. They're the most fun, but you have to be really focused to see the patterns. Holy cow, 460 RRP. Oh my God, pen flash. This guy's everything you wish you could be. Okay. Let's take a look. Wait. Something's not mathing. Fuck this agent. Holy shit, you picked Chambers inflating your rank. Let's see why you're winning more on Chamber. Gekko, Lotus. Oh man, of all the three you picked Gekko. Okay. So KO is like, I need to see sick comms, good flashes. Sky is like, I need to see sick comms, good flashes, and some duelist energy. Gekko, I need to see a giga nerd. If you don't have like the God's gift to tech on this agent, then this agent is hot garbage.
All things is high value.
Oh my God, he's listening to my YouTube. Stop that. Oh, that's guy. The dude likes Gekko. Gekko's fine. Gekko's even good on Lotus, but the question is whether or not this dude has hella prep, because Gekko's trash. His flash is like so weak if you don't know what you're doing with it, and so you have to play around that. Let's see if you play around it. Info from the flash not useful. Counterpoint, Sky has 2 of them. It's harder to dodge and you get info as well. It's not that it's not useful. It's that good geckos need to have prep. It's a good wingman, minus the part where it didn't go through the door. Dude, this is why Gekko's so hot garbage. When you're playing against high-rated players, they all know this trick now. When you get Gekko flash, you can just look at your minimap and you can still fight the guy because it doesn't block your minimap. And so we've Gekko flashed this Jett, but because we're still 1v1ing her, she's just minimap aiming at our ass and she gets us.
Spike down A. I got you.
Yeah, I mean, this round's just hacking. Kind of our bad, though. If we screw up Wingman, and then we go tree alone, if we take a 1v1, can't believe they would have flash like that. Okay, okay. Devil's advocate. With prep, Gekko flash is oppressively strong. They can't make it stronger. It's actually the most insane ability if when used in the right position and thrown the right way. The thing is undodgeable. You literally can't look away from it. And when thrown correctly, you don't even see the thing getting thrown. It's incredibly strong. So having the mini map is like some level of counterplay is, in my opinion, acceptable.
Guys, let's go contact the peak.
Right there.
You guys just don't understand that like Gekko flash is only powerful when you really, really, really have prep.
Someone maybe can learn it.
You have a clip, Chief?
Let's
Drop
go.
bomb if they push him.
Yeah, exactly, Brayden. He's like, enemy geckos throw pixel flashes above walls that flash their team without anyone being able to shoot it. Yeah, exactly. Like, the ability is oppressive if you have tech. And so when I see an Immortal 3 Gekko VOD, I basically am just going to look for tech. Because if you don't have Gekko flash tech, it's like, why are you picking this guy?
Nice camp.
One of below.
You got the clip? Let's take a look. Yeah, yeah, like this shit.
Ô, Jardim, você viu? Cena de cinema, hein, XRM? Que era feio antes.
Exactly, dude. Like, this is what makes Gekko S tier in certain scenarios. Look at this.
Que era feio antes.
And look, it's blinding all of them back here. Like, they... And then it isolates this dude who's walked up and they can go kill him. You see? This is what makes Gekko strong. His flash is incredibly powerful if you know how to throw it. I'm really glad that you have this clip handy, Chief. Thank you. Useful clips. I'm actually going to save this one because people, I always have to say this. Gekko flash prep demo. I always say Gekko's an agent that requires like prep for the flashes, and people are like, "Oh, what do you mean?" And that's actually really convenient. I can, yeah, Chief. If you want to pick somebody, I'll gift a tier 3. Okay, back to our VOD.
Reloading.
One in B.
So you must understand, Duity, if you don't have a single flash that even somewhat resembles that one, I'm closing your VOD.
They play offside.
Because you may as well be playing Sky.
I can take Orb and I will clear 3 with my bomb bot, you know?
You come with me. And I have killed you. Oh, someone have to play outside.
One more backside, one more. One HP, one HP, one HP.
Jett in with operate. Jett in.
One even.
Jett top is top, I think. Yes.
Right, let's go. Don't
Here. Enemy spotted A.
push it. That's it.
One
I
link, one
flash. I flash. Come back.
Like, do you see? Like, I'm scrubbing around looking for this shit,
One link, one link.
and instead we're just finding flashes that look like this. And do you see what happens? They shoot it instantly, and you peek into 2, and neither of them are blind. It's worthless. Like, a nice shot. You're cracked. But it has nothing to do with the flash.
For post.
Yeah, this ability's broken. Yeah, you win the round. Thrash is broken.
You're trying.
I will.
Bro, why is no one coming with me?
Like, I say this every Gekko VOD, but you're too high yellow for me to shrug it off. Sometimes
Then
you have to invent your own tech if you're gonna like one trick an agent. Some people really insist on playing Gekko on every map because they're like they love his intro song or some shit. Or you actually like Gekko, I'll give you that. But in that case, like you need tech
Always.
to play this agent. You have to be tricky. I don't see anything tricky. You may as well be playing Reyna.
maybe you can come. I can just.
His intro song does slap.
Last player standing.
You switch to Sky on this map? You don't have to. Gekko's broken on this map. Like, I mean, you can switch to Sky if you're not interested in learning how to throw shit like this.
Você viu?
This is just one flash though. There's a lot of tech. You can find a lot of tech like this on this map. If you just learn how to throw stuff like this, your Gekko becomes infinitely broken. Because nobody ever sees that flash in solo queue, I promise you. Nobody picks Gekko seriously in solo queue. Gekko's like the I have to fill onto initiator agent that people pick because his utility seems very straightforward to them. Because if he feels almost like a Raze or a Reyna, because you just left click the flash, you throw your boom bot and you huck your grenade, and then Thrash is really easy to use. So people are like, wow, Gekko is simple. The problem is with simple agents is that to get real value out of the utility, you got to be gig ahead.
Yeah, I'll play B.
I think
He's deceptively complicated.
actually, I'm going into 3, bro. So
There's a site where you can find a lot of these setups. There are sites, and in my opinion, they're all hot garbage. So, in no particular order, there's stats.gg. No, vstats.gg? Strats.gg. Strats.gg has them. They've got Gekko flashes. Wow. They don't have a single Gekko flash for Ascent on attack. Don't have a single one on defense. Holy shit. Well, this kind of proves my point. Strats.gg doesn't have any pro level shit on here. Like, they tried to sponsor me once and I looked through their site and there's like minor inaccuracies with a lot of their lineups because they community source them. So don't use this really. I mean, you can look at it to try and find tech. Let's see if this Lotus tree one is on here. Defense, Gekko. There's literally nothing. There's no defensive lineups on this site for Gekko. Fucking joke of a site. They try to give me money. Can you believe that? Okay, Lotus defense lineups. Valoplant also doesn't sponsor me. Full disclosure, that little thing in the bottom right, I actually asked them to put that there because people kept asking me what this site was. Okay, we want Gekko. They don't even have the flash as an option. Oh my god. Gekko means you guys have it tough, okay? People don't realize your agent is a lineup agent. They don't realize it. Pros realize it, but pros don't give a damn about uploading their lineups to a shared website. So
One is here. One on
it's
B.
tough. But is this another neon lineup?
Hey guys, in
Oh, let's take a look. Let's take a look.
this video I will show you some useful lineups when you are playing Gekko on Lotus, and we'll start
Okay, Fratty. Do you get the
if
seal
you're
of
planting the
approval?
spike right here. Or
I don't give a
is
damn about
place
Mosh. I don't give a damn about
So you can
Mosh
see
lineups.
to
Anybody can find these. They're the same as KO.
right in, or you can in the middle and right here like this better. Right here you have to of this teammate. But
Show me
this
flash
placer
tech.
for to tank here, and you can. Or you can use him even to clear the close left corners, maybe bouncing it of this wall, and then you can take win on B. It's a simple pile. This is the enemy first to this is perfect for defense. It's some to use start to when I simply spike. Then but ways how you want to use your flashes. There are two ways that I like to use. One of them is to simply bounce it off a wall, so that's why it comes back to you. So you can use it, for example, this.
And
this
that's a
throw right
useful
here.
tip, I
Run
guess.
forward, throw it, and as you can see, so you wouldn't have to peek that much. To buff yourself and throw it.
That's
And as
also
you can
good
see,
tech.
It's gonna blind any.
Yeah, but like,
Of course.
do you have any cool
So if you
flashes?
come it into the side, you can use this and go with it. So that's one of the ways that you can do it. Of course, you can do it, for example, right here at this spot, so that way it bounces back, and if it blind anyone in this corner, then you can.
Bro, they're gonna
simply take
shoot it. It's not gonna bounce
However,
back.
the further you go, there is not a way how to do it. So I would recommend you to flash a bit higher. The enemies would want to break it, they have to. As you can see, it will blind anyone in these. So right, use here to continue with to bounce on better. So side. Very approach, you wanna be buff yourself pretty high up, and it can blind anyone at these areas.
This one's good.
So it can give you at least some info. And once again, you're picking.
This is the first flash I agree is good. Throwing it straight up right here is very tough for them to shoot it quickly. And it'll probably get a tag, and it drops right next to you.
Would be, for example, throw it at this wall. Run forward.
That one's bad.
For example, do flash right here. If it's
This is also really good.
Just make sure you aim directly above yourself.
Like, this one's really good. Do you see the difference, Gekko mains? Like, take notes, because you can invent these yourself. Like, this guy is, I'm going to say disapproved at this point. This dude says must know lineups, and he's just kind of rambling. This flash is really good because he's looking straight up. It's showing up way up here where people's crosshairs will not be, and it falls right back onto you. It's really good. You want it to be as far away from their crosshair as possible when you peek. That's like the criteria. Even ideally off their screen, right? Because the Gekko flash, it doesn't have to be on their screen, unlike most flashes.
Or you try to.
If this guy shows how to throw the tree flash, I'll give him partial credit.
And you can use go this for it kills.
Nah, you don't even. Nah. I can't banana approve him. I'm sorry, chat. Dude didn't even show that you can flash through the window thingy. One sec. I'm booting up Valorant now. This is rubbing me the wrong way. Tech videos are supposed to make me go, whoa, you can do that? Did I disapproved? Agreed, yeah. I would love to banana approve them though. Like, we need a creator who has like actual Gekko tech that I can recommend. Like, any of you guys out here, you're trying to break into content creation. If you can post legitimately high quality Gekko flash tutorials, holy, I will shout you out until the end of time because I don't want to do it. I'm not a goddamn Gekko main. I'm the banana who does macro VOD review who gets frustrated when I get a Gekko VOD and the dude doesn't have any cool tech. I don't want to invent the tech. There's too many agents. I can't do it. I can just tell when tech is good. That's my specialty. Anyways, let me show you one piece of like, this flash is pretty obvious, but a lot of people don't know about it. So I'm kind of sad that that guy didn't include it in his video.
Que lindo. Can I take a picture? My mom loves flowers. Rash is ready.
So the preface is like, what makes this flash so good that he's throwing up here is that like, oh, that flash is hot garbage. Are you kidding? It doesn't clear? Maybe I'm bad. Do you jump? You jump. I'm dumb. Okay, so that flash is really good because like this player's aimed here. And when that flash appears, unless you're playing against like the literal god of aiming, they're not hitting it immediately. And even if they are, as you're peeking with it, they're in a lot of trouble. So it's good because the distance from your head is huge. So as opposed to like a flash like this, where you're peeking out right with it, this guy just breaks it and you're right here. It's like really easy. So the flash that I was surprised he didn't show was you can just flash through this. And what makes this good is as you're coming out, you see how far the flash is? Like you're coming here and your flash is way up here. It's good. Like even their gun model blocks you here. If they happen to be here and they shoot the flash, notice their own gun model, if they're right hand, denies them info that you're peeking them. It's really good. And so I'm surprised this guy's not showing that flash in this video because it's quite useful. And it works both ways. You can flash this way as well. You can test the space. So I don't know. It kind of weird the guy doesn't show that.
I'll see.
Is anyone cross on A? Jett?
See, something.
Yes, yes, yes. A lot.
Ah. I think we just push this. Maybe kill gonna be here.
Coming back at Jett.
You're too cheap to pay for Valorplant now that you have to sub to pay playbooks. Oh God, do I have news for you. Fortunately for you, I am also too cheap to pay for Valorplant. And I'm not sponsored by them. And so you know what I did? I've got all the images of the agents and their abilities. And what I would do is I would just go on to Google Drive and I'd spin up a hecking Google Slides. And what you can do is you can just pull in a map. And then because on Google Slides, each image is like its own thing. It's just like Valorplant where you can move them around. Do you see? And because it's on Google Slides, you can share it with people. This was what I'd do. So disadvantages, the sizing of these things is not accurate. Valoplants are dead accurate. It's way more annoying to work with. But like, think smarter, not harder, man. Like if you're out here like, oh man, I want to make playbooks, but I don't want to pay. There's literally nothing I can do. That's not true. Because I had the same thought as you. And instead of going, there's literally nothing I can do, I did this. And I have legitimate playbooks that I made using this before Valorplant just gave me free premium. And I'm like, well, it's lit. Valorplant is free to use, but you can't save your playbooks for free, which makes sense because you're saving them on their servers. So it costs them money.
Nice. One side.
You can trade it.
Spike down. C.
Minus 30, minus 30.
That's also why we're on a tangent, but it's also why the playbooks I share with you guys are just screenshots of Valoplants that I put in the Huge Playbooks channel because you can't share like links to these to people who don't have Pro. So I just take screenshots for you guys. Okay, no flash tag.
Maybe he's... Wait, I have flash. Question.
No flash tag.
Here, EV push.
You want to open door?
Yeah.
Opening door.
Spike down.
Yeah, my personal business model would have been different. Development. I would have taken like the Lee Chess approach. I would have just made it fully free and then told people roughly my server costs and asked for donations. But I digress. It's not my service.
I'm going back.
One is in.
There is two. Two weapons here.
There's my gun. Take away of that.
There's no flash tech in this whole vid, sadly. Okay, perfect. Thank you for saving all of us time. Would you make your own Valor plant? I could, but that's a waste of my time. It's a lot of dev effort. If one of you makes a better Valor plant though, and it's free, I'll advertise it. You already know that. That's why I don't take money from people. Focus points, general. You can't really like Gekko at this high of a level and not have cool tech. At least not in the banana server. It's possible, but you're leaving a lot of value on the table. And I don't like doing that. Bring some cool Gekko flash tech next VOD or hop to Sky KO. Wow, coaching Immortal 3s is easy. I can do this. Hell yeah. Thank you for the VOD, Dweety. Sorry that it wasn't too productive. Or maybe it was productive. I guess it's what you make out of it. A tool like Valor Plant is actually highly complicated, Pen Flash. It's not something a beginner could easily spin up. And like the nuance here is incredibly deep. The fact that range indicators appropriately scale to the map, this is not simple. It's very complicated. And then like this whole like sequence thing where you can animate between steps of a hit is incredibly powerful. Like embedding images in the tool, it's a really well developed tool. It's a really well developed tool. Any one feature is pretty easy to develop. All of them in tandem in a functional app, you're looking at 6 months of developer time from somebody who knows what they're doing, maybe more, probably more. I call flash, my teammate ignores me. Should I still just toss it, right? Even if it gets them killed? I mean, you should just be like, I'm flashing this. Probably. Like, it depends. If you're playing KO or Sky and you're like defense flashing for your duelist, then you probably tell them to call your flash. You're like, yo, I've got a flash for A main. Let me know when you want it. Yo, Tranquility, thank you for the $25. How you just took my money. Your argument is invalid. QED/J. None of that makes sense, but thanks for the $25. Yeah, a VLR tool would be way easier, Pen Flash. That's a much better beginner project. Visual tools like this are really complicated. I would avoid. Valor Plant is actually fabulous. Like the UX of this tool is insane. Like it could be better, but oh my god, not much better. Like lines auto smoothen. Those scrolling and zooming is really fluid. It's actually crazy. You can share, like multiple people can work on the same one at the same time. Probably better modding it with content scripts. Well, then you're talking about doing shit that is probably not ethical and or legal. So no. Like if you built a custom script and you're like, yo, everybody use this because it lets you save Valor plants locally, then you're talking about a lawsuit because you're working around their paid feature. And I would not advertise that. I would disincentivize it, and I'd probably ban you if you shared that with people. We need to give one more tier 3 pen flash thanks to Tranquility's donation. If you want to just hand it out. Boo, boo, boo. How do I get around my calming problem? I have a medical condition that stopped me. Bro, I'm not a doctor. I don't fucking know. Maybe you just can't calm. Tough. Hooch, how do I aim? I've got no fingers due to a medical condition. I don't know, man. If a VOD you'd like to get it reviewed, head over to the Rasmus channel, click the enter raffle button. I'd appreciate if you're enjoying the content before we get into the next review, if you could unfull screen the stream and click that subscribe button to see if you have a free Amazon Prime subscription available. If you have a free Amazon Prime subscription, then why don't you just use it on me real quick? That would be sick. It supports the content, doesn't cost you any money, and I just get money. Plus, you don't get ads. Headshot Fathima, thank you for the Prime. No, I mean because I can't calm because of the condition, I can't therefore be VOD reviewed. I'm not going to deal with you. First of all, you're silver. You don't qualify for VOD review anyways. Second of all, bro. Just think about it. Yeah, let's make an exception because a person has a genuine medical condition that means they can't calm. First of all, are we going to somehow validate that? Are we going to ask for proof of medical condition? That's insane. So we couldn't ask for proof. But now let's say we allow it. Now people are just like, oh, medical condition, huge. That's why I don't calm. It is tough. I get that, but I'm sorry. Like, you're also asking the wrong questions here. Equinox 831, thank you for the Prime. Nick T Gamer, thank you for the Prime. 20 South, thank you for the Prime. I have a medical condition that makes me flame my teammates. We have made exceptions in the past, but like, we're not trying to discriminate based on a medical condition. But if you're out here saying I have a medical condition, which means I can't calm, and you're silver, which means you can't even submit a VOD anyways, like, what are you doing? Let's see. No, we've made more than one, right, Ethan? We made an exception for Tom from Brazil. We love that guy. Actually, maybe it's just Tom. It might just be Tom. And Raffle. Jonas V. Congrats on winning the raffle. Please post the link to your approved VOD. Jett, Ascent, Ascendant 3. Oh, but you're immortal now. I see it. Which means we're gonna put Immortal on the overlay, because I do treat Immortal coaching a bit different. Because if you're Immortal and you're still coming for coaching, then that means you're trying to hit Radiant. Like, that, it can't mean anything else really. And that means we gotta get really picky. We gotta get really picky.
Is good at this shit. Sorry, what?
See a mid split?
Can you 3 or something? I don't know.
5 main. Yo, Amsbury, thank you for the $1. Can I pay for VOD review? No, unfortunately, we don't allow people with financial advantages to negotiate coaching over anybody else.
Close the door.
One enemy remaining.
Good shots.
Have a heal sage or not? Thank you. Have a heal sage or not? Thank you.
We gotta be careful. So, can I have a heal sage or no? I think you should just ask, can I have a heal? I'm not sure about the or no part, dude. As if you're implying that it's obvious that she should heal you and it's questionable that she hasn't healed you yet. That's kind of weird.
Backside.
Backside.
Actually, is backside.
Nice. Good round, everyone.
Now I
Yeah, I know that you might not mean anything bad by it. I'm saying it can be interpreted that way. Just be like, Sage, can I have a heal?
know
What?
how I
I'm not
know
saying you're being intentionally rude to the Sage. I'm saying it can be interpreted as toxic. And Cursed in chat is explicitly proving my point. Where Cursed is a Sage player and the or no tilts him. Even though you weren't trying to be rude at all, this Sage player would have been offended. People are like really fragile on the internet.
Хули пиздишь, блядь.
Try to fight mid, maybe.
Pistol round's good. I would have liked to see a split. I think it's a bit suboptimal around 5B main.
An arrow for
Here.
here, someone. And he needs smoke off cubby.
here. Keep those heels coming.
It's a neat dart from Marsova.
Could be pushing B. One jump on mid. Push B,
Here.
push B, push B.
Come, Sage.
Nice. Nice. Judge.
Yeah, good awareness to expect that she might be baiting for that cat play.
Nice.
I mean, what are you gonna do? It's a judge. Good round.
Okay, half by. What do you want to do? Alright, let's just force it. Just buy up, buy up. Let's go rush B. Can you smoke flashes?
Here.
No, go mid, no.
Okay.
Your Omen is kind of the goat for that call. Your macro's pretty lazy. On Ascent, we're just gonna pull up I think a 10s VOD. Mid control is contested very frequently. Boom. They play a similar pistol round to us, although we did have a mid lurker. Here we see we've got 3 coming mid. Interesting, they did start 5B main though. Mid. We're just gonna like tally it up. I'd honestly say this is the first true like mid control contest round. I'd call the other 2 main. This one they contested mid. It's 2. This one's all B main. Can't argue that. That's 3. It's 4 for the B main. Holy cow. Am I behind on the meta? 5 A main. Late mid. I mean, this is a new VOD. Are they sweating? I think they are.
Thank you.
Wait.
Head.
Yeah, okay. They're sweating. We'll keep counting. 4. Oh, no, sorry. 3. 4. This is 5. I'm calling that mid. It's 5 mid, 4 mains right now. 6 mid. 7 mid. Okay. 7 rounds for mid control, 5 rounds for main. Honestly, less mid control than I was expecting. Not gonna lie. Let's compare.
Okay.
Cover going out.
Their team started to seem like they were waking up later on into the half. The reason why mid control on Ascent is so powerful is it's like twofold. So reason one, this tiles fight to cat favors you on average unless they have an operator. So this player here is at a disadvantage in the engagement unless they have a gun advantage. And so in rounds like this, we know they don't have that because you're holding tab here and they can't buy an op. So there's no gun advantage. So this tiles fight is really good for us. And the reason why they have this big disadvantage is one, you can peek from two different sides. So their crosshair placement is going to be thrown off. Two, you've got a lot of space to work with. It's a lot easier for you to take this space because you like walk right into it. For them, it's like around this awkward corner and there's no easy cover. And then three, the smokes just sort of like play into your favor. Like if we imagine that all four of these areas are smoked real quick, just for the sake of like visualization. Actually, we'll use brim smokes because they're more visible. So if we were to smoke all of these things right now, and we were to rate on like a scale from 1 to 10, how easy it is to walk through these. The tiles smoke is the easiest to walk through because just timing wise, the enemy's not going to be out here. You can't say the same for the cat smoke. You can't just walk out of a cat smoke because timing wise, the enemy totally could be out here. That makes sense? So there's a slight advantage here in terms of distance to mid. And then just the number of angles you're like exposing when you peek out. Like this person peeking out bot mid is never going to do it without like just taking a giga gamble. While this person out here, if they're like running out with their team tiles, is going to have a good time. It's almost as if the defense doesn't want to spread too thin, because if the defense tries to come out here to fight for mid and they get traded out, then the whole map blows up and the chain is broken and the attackers have a huge advantage. So mid control is usually free for the taking on attack on this map with equal guns. It gets a lot trickier when they start opping.
Alright, let's just force it. Just buy.
But in solo queue, a lot of time people don't even op.
Darts.
So here you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Our Sova peeked this way from tiles. Our Omen peeked this way. If they were to try to come out of that smoke cat right now, they're just dead. They have no pop flash or anything. So you get mid control for free. And they don't have smokes this game, which is crazy. But let's pretend they did. And like they smoke tiles off rip. Well, now they're like playing down a smoke. And you can still contest mid from top mid. If they smoked both of those, now you just rush a main and they have no smokes. Oh, that's huge.
Don't step.
Whoa, whoa, shit.
Yeah, this round is really good. So you take mid control, sort of accidentally because your Omen calls you over. The enemy team gets pressured into controlling this space and fighting back. And like, look at the mini map. Our Reyna gets A site for free off her lurk. And now we've got the Goon Squad coming tree. This is really good. There's also like this smoke is like fossilizing them too. Like look at their comp. How do they come through this smoke? They can't. No flash. It's just over for these guys.
Multiple enemies A.
You have a heal sage? I'm 2 HP.
Oh, she is planting.
Can you hear me? I'm 3.
Big Omen, Blake.
Last player standing.
2, 3.
Okay. So
I'm 2 HP.
good comm. You have a heal stage of 2 HP. That's fine. Your voice is really quiet though. Not gonna lie. I'm not surprised he doesn't hear you. Like, can I have a heal stage? I'm 2 HP. And like, there's gunfight going on. Like, yo, Sage, I'm coming back, Jen. I'm 2 HP. Can I get a heal after that plant? And now what? How are we holding site? Are you gonna double up hell? Because you ended up just taking a 50, which is no good. Like, look. Let's say 2 of them walk out right now because they will in Radiant. So let's put ourselves in a Radiant retake right now. Your Reyna is not positioned to peek off of you. Your Omen is preoccupied with Heaven. And so the way you're positioned is absolute garbage. You know what Tens is doing? If he gets dropped into this scenario right now, he's smoking right here. He's throwing a one-way smoke for tree, and he's backing up towards Jen so he can finesse the cover. Does that make sense, Jonas V? Because you're out in the open, you're a free trade. The average outcome of this is like 1 for 1, which is bad. We don't want that. We need to be able to get one and live. So you can't be here. Bad post-plant positioning. Now you get lucky. It's honestly just one guy, I think, peeking you. No, it is 2. You were dead. You were dead. So even if you kill Deadlock, it doesn't matter, right? You see how then it becomes 2 versus 1, which is statistically winning for the enemy team.
Standing.
2 3.
Under heaven.
Yeah, and then they play it decently well. We lose the round.
Standing ahead.
Okay, we get our little mid control. I like it. Holy shit, Sage just
Down mid.
one tapped our homie. That sucks.
Something.
Bundle.
Sage probably being.
Res on mid.
Middle?
Yeah, here. I smoke heaven.
We're swung out.
I smoke heaven.
Yeah, your teammates aren't ready, man. Like, it's unfortunate that the dude's peeking through your one-way. Don't get me wrong. They probably wouldn't do that in a higher rated lobby. But even if they're dice right now, aren't you dead? Like, you seem to think that they could be anchored on site. Like, you're aiming for this guy who might peek out. And so, if that's your read, like they might have one anchored on site, then the way you're playing right now is unacceptable because they could peek you dice. They could even peek you here. You're 77 HP. You don't have a teammate ready. You're rushing it. They're not with you.
We're swung out. Sage, both here, both here.
Last player.
Yeah, and see now Sage, instead of getting traded, Sage gets another 50-50. Now that one gets traded. Do you see why Omen gets traded?
We're swung out. Sage, both here, both here.
Last
Because
player.
the Reyna's like with him, ready to swing.
Enemy remaining.
Last 7.
I'm a double. I'm a double.
So if you just swung closer to that Omen and died to that Sage, Omen would still be alive because he would have traded you, and now it's 2v1 and you're just winning.
We
Fuck off, copy mid. 1A.
for you.
Race and Sova middle.
Your Reyna's making the same mistake, but we can tell her we're
That's it.
coming.
You can res.
This is a perfect example of what it would have looked like last round if we had the friend with us. You see? This guy swings out, but there's 2 of us here now, and it's lit. It's super lit.
Oh,
Spike
50.
down.
Well, you suck, but that's good odds. And we win the round. Do they have an op? Or could they have an op? No. Okay, this jump spot's fine.
Nice one, copy. I'm coming with you right now.
Fuck.
Spike down mid.
Where?
My territory, my rules. I have
Oh, fuck.
Destroy, destroy, destroy!
How much HP does this thing have? I think it's got like infinite. Like there's no way you can break it. It's got 600 HP. The Valorant bullet does 40 damage from the Vandal. You need to use 15 bullets. There's no way. There's no way.
Last player standing.
Spike down mid.
You will not
Thank you, bro.
allies.
Thank you, bro. Oh my god, dude. Delusional.
Go for B.
Yeah, can you just rush it? Throw like... Yeah, go.
Am I crazy or can we just be rushing A every single round? It's Sage Raze. We can just be Omen flashing the Raze who peeks A main and Giga rushing because they don't have anything. They've got no smokes. They've got Deadlock playing B.
Out.
108. Raise one shot. They're market.
How's the Sage?
Raise healed.
Hey, look, she's gonna fight you, bro. My god.
Nice shot. Sage on wall, maybe. Sage here. Sage side, this.
Blocking sight. For you. Planted.
One enemy remaining.
You're way too wide. With how wide you are right now, you're committed to this fight. Like, you can't get to this cover consistently. Yeah, sort of exactly like that, which means it's a dry 50 and this Reyna can't trade because she's not ready.
Player standing.
She's got a goddamn classic. You just threw the whole round, dude. I can get not coordinating with the Sage at this point. For all intents and purposes, you've probably muted each other because you both hate each other's guts. But I don't understand in this scenario here, when you tuck Jen, you've got timing window to look at your mini map. I don't understand how you don't see this guy and try to play them.
Enemy remaining.
Like right here, you can literally see them with your own wall hacks too. Valorant is not a 1v1 game. And if you try to play it like one, you'll never hit Radiant. Like the people who hit Radiant, who might look like they're playing a 1v1 game, are not. You can name any pro. I'll pull up their VOD right now, and you'll see them coordinating, even if it's subconscious. You have to use this Reyna. It's so free. The process, you're going to go one bullet dash. Then why the hell are you playing default angle? If you're going to play one bullet dash, shouldn't you be wide? Because you're going to get peaked exactly on this angle, but you're holding it. Also, does that even work? Does that dash you back dice? Or does it dash you into the open? You're the Jett player. And if that's your plan and it's going to involve Reyna, then why the fuck didn't you say anything, dude? Why didn't you say, yo, Reyna, I'm going to take contact from the door, and then I'm going to hide dice and wait for you? You didn't say that, and therefore you're lying, as far as I'm concerned. Someone give me an example of subconscious coordination. Yes, Sinatra. Go watch him play.
Careful of the edges. Not sure if I could catch her in time if you fell off. I mean, I tried, of course. My ult's ready.
Okay. So first of all, we should get wider. You got dash. No, you'd end here though. So maybe you do have to be tight. Yeah, if you're tight and you dash, it works. Oh no, you can get it. You can get it. You can get it. It's so bad. It's so bad. Because this guy's literally peeking here. You're holding right there and you kill. You get killed. Like, it's not bad to be here with dash. But yeah, you gotta be close though. Like, I'm out of form with the Jett. If you're close to the Jett and you dash there, it does get you dice. Where now you can sort of play time for your Reyna. And it's actually really lit. So this dice spot's really comfortable. Because once they make contact, they could be coming out on site or whatever. Your Reyna's gonna be getting here. And all you do is you tuck right here. And you'll be like, oh, but Hood, you're exposed to these angles. But then you think about it a bit more and you're like, oh wait, Reyna sees all of that. And if he can't cross this way either, Reyna sees them. And so now you just stay here until Reyna sees them and kill them. This is just a terrible play. Like, you're not coordinating and you lose the round because of it.
Revealing area.
On the wall.
Raise that up. Like, you're scaling alone. Nobody's got you. You think it's fine to walk up into bot mid here in this scenario? It's not. We can scale bot mid here if we got the Reyna Lear. Maybe if we got a teammate holding deep mid and market for us. But instead, you're scaling, exposing to like both of these angles. This guy can peek you at any time.
Scanning ahead.
Nice shot.
Got him. Lock in sight.
Go away, go away, go away.
Who's city? Who's city?
Yeah, it's Sage. What I'm going to do with you guys. I can watch City.
They're cleared by Sova arrow. Oh,
Here.
I guess the Jett was hopping. Yeah, you're not wrong.
You guys. I can watch City.
Got him. Lock in sight.
Go away, go away, go away.
Who's city? Who's city?
Man, it is so like uncoordinated.
Arrow. On market, race.
Так, у тебя есть вол?
Dude, like, it's so like predictable, no? They're not. Oh my god, your Reyna actually gets that trade for you. She's the literal goat.
Cool.
30 seconds left.
All right, this is your trigger. The bomb has been planted. How do we win? Because right now, I think the only answer in your head is I'm gonna hit a sick op shot.
One more.
Last player standing.
Oh, fuck. It didn't work. You missed the sick op shot on the raise. Oh, man. It didn't work. You didn't hit the sick op shot. Dang. How do you win that, though? There's a million things we can do here. I literally don't need you to win the round. I need you to try and play with these guys, like to any degree. So here, posted up heaven is good. You could be like, Sage, I'm going to take a shot heaven and I'm going to walk up towards Jen. They're going to be focused on me and you can peek heaven. Like, think about it. If you're this guy, let's say you're second in line and your teammate's here and your teammate walks out and dies to an op here, then what are you doing? You're probably rushing to contest that op's space. Yeah. And that's like the perfect time for your Sage who's tucked here to come out like this and kill all of them. Because you've baited for her. And she gets an ace or some shit. And the Sage can be here because there's no main threat because our Reyna's got it covered. The sayings, yo, Sage, prepare to peek heaven off my contact. I'll pull their crosshairs. Would be like S+. And then if she doesn't peek heaven off your contact, that's fine. Right? Because you tried to coordinate it. And this play, this one that I just showed, this is pretty high level to think about it that way. To recognize that the refragger is going to be coming out looking for you because they know you can't shoot again. But you're Immortal goddamn 1 and you're trying to hit Radiant. And so I expect to see you identify plays like this. Because this is a really strong way to coordinate this hold. I wouldn't want to group up here because they've got Raze ultimate. But you can see after you hit the first shot, let's pretend your Raze didn't go hell. Let's pretend she's peeking out right now. Look, not looking at us at all. Like not looking at the Sage. You see? The Sage is tucked hell right now because there was no plan.
Player standing.
And so it would have been a free kill. And if we look at the minimap as well, this Reyna comes out. And you don't see it, but this deadlock. We don't see it on the minimap, unfortunately. It happens so fast. But deadlock is looking this way right now. Shooting our Reyna with an Odin. Which means if this Sage peeked out, deadlock's dead. Raze is dead. Round converted. I'm gonna train myself to call that while watching the angle. Yes, so you're gonna lose games is the answer to that question. Essentially, we're gonna write notes for you on what you have to focus on, and that's the only thing I care about in your games. So essentially, I'm gonna say I need you to call something with a teammate when you enter post plant, and then that needs to be number 1 priority. Hitting the op shot, number 2 priority. You can miss it every day of the week. Calling the play, number 1 priority. Then after like 2-3 weeks of doing that, it becomes a process that's you don't have to think about. I don't think you drop all the way to diamond. Diamond players are pretty trash at the game. I think you just click their heads. But yeah, you're gonna drop an ELO. It's pretty standard when you have to fix a bad habit like this.
Last player standing.
I'm pretty sure we put you in a diamond lobby. You're dropping 30.
Arrow for back wall and then smoke 3 and rafters. And maybe a flash where he reveals someone omen.
Get out of my way.
Shift up, shift up. Go. Heaven. Go throw reveal.
Still in sight.
Nowhere to run.
Enemy kill.
This is good. I like the entry. We come up with Reyna. It's a good trade.
Last player standing.
Yeah, this is really well played by the enemy team. They flooded. This is what's powerful about a flood. this type of round from you, you honestly don't have time to coordinate. And that's why flooding is so good. Like if you commence the retake right as they start planting, the enemy team doesn't have time to say, yo, I'm going to hold heaven this way and you swing off me. That's why people call for floods all the time in solo queue and like Radiant Elo. It's to sort of make it more difficult for you to coordinate in time. This entry is pretty good. It's sort of unfortunate. Reyna loses to 50. You get a good pick though. What happens here? You clear hell. Yeah, that's a bit questionable. But like the Gekko's too, this one's not your fault. Like, I don't even care about that round. I would shrug off that round in a VOD because their flood was so good. You didn't really have time to coordinate. That Judge Cat, we really should have had a better read on though. That's like the 4th time she did it that half. Yeah, so this is really good. Because remember when I said the attackers want to contest mid unless the defenders have gun advantage? Statistically speaking, when you have a sheriff, you have gun advantage on pistol round. Because the average gun you're facing is like a ghost. A reason for breaking the glass here? Absolutely not. I'm sure there's no reason. But you got to understand. We're focused on coordination right now, Rui. This is like a lesson for you. If you like VOD review your gold friend, you need to pick one thing or 2 things and laser focus on them. You can't just point out every little micro mistake and debate them on it, because your VOD review will last 90 minutes or more and you'll give them too many notes. I don't give a single damn why we broke the glass. It does not matter because it's not our problem.
Here.
One HP.
Here.
Close on me.
Reyna,
nice bite.
One more.
Here.
One lane, 2 sides.
Yeah, you know there's Jett's lane and you just let Omen walk out.
One lane, 2 sides.
Okay. Here's how I'm calling. You need sort of a miracle to win the round. Okay, you're losing. They're getting side control. They're going to plant. 2 of you are really low. A good rule of thumb that everyone can take into their solo queue games is the enemy duelists will peek shit unprompted. Okay, this is like a cheat code for getting a read and making an outplay. You know Jett is lane. Every day of the week, I want to gamble here that she's going to peek because we're low. If we peek, if we walk out, we're getting aggressed on here and here. It's really bad. So I'm literally just going to have Omen hold lane with me. I say, yo, Omen, let's just stay CT hold lane. She's going to peek. And then you just pray. You pray that she peeks. And you know what? She's gonna. 9 times out of 10, this duelist player is going to feel themselves. They're going to come out, they're going to peek, and they're going to die. And they're never going to hit Radiant. They're going to be stuck at 400 RR, and some talking banana is going to be like, why are you peeking that? And they're going to be like, I don't know, but I can't help myself. And then we have to like... It's so hard for duelist mains to break this habit because they just want to take fights. Like, I'm sure you've been in these shoes where you just want to take the fight as a duelist player. And so... Damn, I would probably peek. Exactly. And so's this guy. This guy's probably going to peek when they shouldn't. And what Tens would do is he'd probably hecking shoot here, kill one. Chat would be like, what the fuck? You're insane. And Tens would be like, I don't know, I just shot bullets. But in reality, he's like expecting them to potentially hold his peak. He shoots his 2 bullets and then he peeks. And your Immortal 1 brain just sees him peeking. You don't understand what these bullets were doing. But in reality, he's shooting these bullets so that they can't be holding him high-low or some shit. And then he comes out to take his angle. Like, these micro improvements to their play is sort of lost on you. And so you just see him peeking and you're like, oh, he peeks. But no. So that would be my play. You're losing here, don't get me wrong, but this guy's probably going to peek into you. And I mean, case in point. Bam.
Please. Sage low.
Nice try. You tried to get the gun. I can't blame you. One sec. My dog wants water. Intermission for 3 seconds while I get Odin water. Oh, never mind. Lisa's got it. It's lit. I'm back. Intermission over. Are you about to peek? We're 9 seconds in. It's their bonus round. Let's pretend that they're death balling up mid, because that's not an unreasonable call. In fact, we went 4 cat, 1 main on our eco round. If you recall round 3, this was literally what we did. You just died. You literally got lucky that you lived. You just peeked in 3 people holding you. You're dead.
Four.
You can't hit Radiant doing that shit. This is garbage.
No charges out.
It was literally 4. Yeah, they've got 1A main. It's the same play.
One HP, get heal Sage. Oh shit, good size.
Shadows.
One enemy remaining.
Get heal?
Spike down A.
Bro. Why the fuck are you shooting her for the heal? You're such an asshole.
Yeah.
Mid.
Last hit maybe.
You realize from like the POV of the observer, if you say, just Sage, I'm coming heaven, can you please heal me? If you make that calm and you come heaven and she doesn't heal you, and that's that, the observer is like, that Sage is a piece of shit. You're all good, bro. Not your fault. But the moment you like calm the 5th time that you need the heal and you're spraying her ass, the observer is like, you're such a piece of shit, man. You just want to be a good guy, okay? Don't worry about whether or not your Sage heals you. Stop being so results oriented about this Sage heal. It's not a problem. Kindly ask for her heal. And if she doesn't heal you, we'll all laugh at her for being a piece of shit in VOD review live on stream in front of 1,000 viewers. But instead, we're going to laugh at your ass for being a piece. Sage probably would have healed us. We didn't have to shoot her, dude.
Here.
Coming to you, Sov, I think.
Here.
Oh, you were so close, by the way. So you're holding mid from... You're here? Check this out. Check this out. Literally just come over here till you can't move anymore and hop up onto this bench. Bam. You're on this little plant. That's your head. This guy peeking at head height, you're like up here. It's actually like really tricky.
Not top market yet.
You can have Omen because he's right here. You can literally be like, yo, Omen, walk onto my ping and crouch. We're high-low. That's all you have to say. And then Omen comes there and crouches. And now when this unlucky solo queue Andy peeks you, he sees Omen's head, Jett's head, and they die. All because you were willing to say 3 words and ping the ground.
Careful. Sure.
Do sprays come out head height? That's so useful. No, they come out wherever the hell you're aiming. Bro, just aim at head height and spray. What do you... what do you mean? Saffron rice, what are you saying? Saffron rice, I'm sorry. I am laughing at you right now. I won't lie. Bribo, thank you for the 1 month resub. Appreciate you.
You will not kill my allies.
Ooh, I'm probably scaling cat there.
Are they committing?
So you get this scan,
You will.
and it's like the whole goddamn squadron, you know? Like it's only Jett missing. We know they're not cat. And so now this is like basically a 50. I might jump spot to be safe because my Sage is flanking out. But then, God, I am taking this space.
Not kill my ally.
Yeah, Jett wasn't flanked.
Enemy
Nice.
remaining.
Spike down.
No, what are you doing? Look.
Enemy remaining.
So your priming dash, so you're ready for the fight, is lit. Now what are you doing? Why are you walking left here? Your Omen can't trade. Play with this guy. It's 3v1.
Spike down.
Watch me.
Here.
Res.
One shot kill
For
me.
you.
Oh my God, she was healing you as you said it. Almost like she knows how to
Maybe
play her
it's
goddamn
just
agent.
Speak of human.
Sage res just in
Wait,
case.
okay. I give you partial credit. You got the heal, you tucked, and you said you'll peek off Omen. I give you 9 out of 10. I take it all back. A bit slow, but I take those.
Just jump spot it. Just play like safe
Here.
lane or something. I'll speak of
Is he
human.
supposed to know where Omen is in that situation? I believe he had a time window where he couldn't fire his gun. Yeah. I mean, this is pretty high level, chat, but like right here, we can't fire our gun. We should be able to take a quick glance at the mini map. So we should see Omen CT. We look back now. It's aim time. Get our kill.
Here.
Prime our dash.
Spike down.
Watch me.
Here.
We should be able to take a quick glance there. We hear the guy. Yeah, this right here is mini map glance time. Because you're dashing. You can't fire your gun. When you're dashing, you always take a quick look at your mini map before coming to aim. Because you can't fire. So you look and then you aim. It's very fluid. I wish I had eye tracker to show you, but that's how you'd see.
Sage res just in case. Fuck it.
You know, the minimap light switch is like to be taken very literally. When I say if you can't fire your gun, you should be looking at your minimap, I genuinely mean that. Like, you dashed, you can't fire your gun, you should be looking at your minimap. Minimap awareness is so incredibly powerful in this game. Second in line too, right? Yeah. So right now we should be staring bullets at our minimap. And I'm sure we are. We're almost certainly
Just jump
using
spot it.
correct technique.
Just play like safe
Here.
lane or something. I'll speak of human.
Yeah, there we go. We get him there to peek off him. This is good. He peeks. Okay. This is not your fault. We're chilling. However, you could have been a bit clearer to the Omen. So I give you 9 out of 10. My favorite phrase is stay tucked. So I'd be like, Omen, stay tucked. I'll peek off you. Don't peek. That's like 10 out of 10. And then if he still peeks, which he will half the time, players are pieces of shit. And chilling, whatever.
I mean,
30 seconds left.
You're brown.
I thought mid, eh?
Get out of my way.
Yeah. Only.
Okay, their default. Oh, you're gonna take a dry peek.
One catwalk.
That's tough. Isn't it better to play shorty? Isn't this kind of better?
What is that angle? What is
Holy
that angle?
shit, you got laid out.
Hey.
What are you, platinum? Aim up here, dude. What the? You look like a giga noob. Even you jump spot this. You aim up here, and if they peek low, you flick to them.
Jett dashed.
Grounded.
Nice.
Like,
What is she doing, dude?
one more out, Sage.
What is-
Sage side.
One enemy remaining.
10 HP last 10 HP.
Close on me.
Yeah, this is good.
Shoot that.
Good round. I might have pulled knives to kill the Sage. She's 1 HP. Otherwise, good round. Also, do you see? And now as she comes across, look right into our crosshair. Dude.
Shoot.
Yikes.
Two middle.
Why is that
One
jump
top
peak
mid.
so exposed? Because it's Immortal 1. The dude's heckin' trash.
Middle one.
Trash is like a scalar. Of course, to like a platinum player, Immortal 1s are gods among men, and they're untouchable when it comes to Valorant. But to a Radiant player, an Immortal 1 is like a joke of like unclean, inefficient Valorant. Just keep that in mind. It's like, it's relative. It's Immortal 1 isn't a bad rank, okay? But when you ask why is his jump spot bad, the answer is because they're not one of the best players in the planet. So therefore, of course, their jump spot's bad. You're giving too much respect to the rank. Everyone here can hit Immortal 1 because you don't need to be able to jump spot flawlessly to hit Immortal. Emos are trash. Okay, who's... Oh my god, Sample. I'm just gonna time you out, dude. I'm literally explaining what I mean. I said they're not trash. I said it's relative. Somebody asked why he missed the jump spot, and I'm trying to explain that it's because you don't understand Immortals make tons of mistakes too. Like, bro. Really? It's because we've seen ourselves make tons of mistakes. Have you ever done a jump peak tutorial? I mean, it's part of my movement mastery video. Another reason we should be aiming up top is if this dude updrafts pre-round and floats over to this box to peek us, which is, I mean, probably not going to happen yet, but this is a real thing. You're like dead holding this way to that guy a lot of the time.
Watching left. Deadlock could be anywhere. Could be B side.
Enemy remaining.
Let's go.
Okay. Okay, we're getting the smoke. This is good.
Short, short.
Where are you aiming, dude? Why are you... Look, if you want to aim for them wide swinging out, you can't play in the pre-fire angle. You're playing where you get pre-fired. If you want to aim for them wide swinging out, come out here. I mean, I'm sad that the dude just laid us out before I could have predicted the future. But yeah, I mean, if this guy's giga cringe, then they're even doing this to you. And you're like, you just died to that one bullet. That's maybe how this got wide swing. I hold wide, play comment. I don't know, man. Just noob. Yeah.
Short.
Most operas come out here for this angle. And they like do this and hop away.
Bro, aim in one.
That's tough though. Don't get me wrong. Like it's a really good pre-fire from her.
Peek one.
Oh, it's lit. Well, now aren't you holding too tight? That's better.
Kera again.
Whoa, your knife out? No. Look. It's 4 mid. There could totally be 1 A main. Holy, you are crazy.
B is B.
In my head, it was 50-50. If it was 1 B main or 1 A main.
Last player standing.
Good job, guys. Good job, блядь.
Rock dart. One short. Arrow.
Blocking sight. Enemy down.
Блядь, тут...
Okay.
Blocking sight.
So first, you know that they know you're here.
Enemy down.
Second, you just heard Sage come into this angle to hold you. Okay. So now what I'm wondering is why aren't you pre-firing her? If you're gonna jiggle, why are you not aware of this guy right here? You're scared of being pre-fired here? Yeah, I'm just wondering why you're not pre-firing her. It totally makes sense that you're afraid of getting pre-fired because they know you're here. I agree. I'm in your
Here.
court right now, but why aren't you doing this? Good question. Don't have an answer. I'm just not aware. Yeah, good answer.
Блядь, тут так ублюдище ебаное. Ты просто конченый.
Man, we lose. Fuck. Defense, like I can shrug off the op rounds where you're playing alone. But I cannot shrug off the number of rounds we played with a rifle or a shotgun, and that we had no coordination planned at all whatsoever. It's actually gross. Like, here, let me... You're going to be kicking yourself because this is so simple. Look at their comp. I noticed 2 things. No smokes. No flashes. Actually insane. Okay. So you can literally play hecking high-low. You can literally hold A main high-low. Like you could just stand here and have your buddy Dice stand here. And don't you just win? Like, what do they do? Like, maybe they'll drone, right? Before they peek. You have this guy play a bit wider, break drone, tuck Dice. They're running out to kill that guy. And you're literally right here. You blast them, and then you start heckin' walking this way. This guy swings out. It's like, what do they do? They've got no smokes. Like you could have a dude Odin lane just holding this whole site every round. Because you could smoke tiles. Remember when I said you can't really fight for mid on defense because the enemy team smokes are harder to push through? They don't have smokes, dude. You can smoke tiles and just bam. Mid is yours. Because they can't smoke cat. And once you have mid control, they have to funnel out these tiny chokes. So you just have the guy with the Odin, man. He's playing here. blast him. He's good for 2. Yeah, they literally can't pop flash out the smokes. Like, their comp is so deficient in so many ways that it is insane we did not try to play against this, because this is a 1 in a million game at your elo. It's very rare to face a team with no smokes and no flashes in Immortal Plus. They should be a free win. But it's solo queue, so it wasn't. We gotta be the differentiating factor. I want a future where I tell people that team comp does matter. Because that VOD right there is exactly why I tell people it doesn't. I tell people right now that team comp doesn't matter because nobody in solo queue plays against your team comp. And you just proved me right. I want you to prove me wrong. I would love to live in a world where I have to actually tell people that they can learn like a secondary role. Because team comp does matter. But it doesn't. Not right now. Offense, as bomb is going down, I want to see a vocal call out for how you will convert the post plant using a teammate. Defense, much more vocal pre-rounding. Answer the question, how will we hold against an enemy? Rush. General. Mid-round, much more vocal about your positioning / util. You frequently contested space alone and didn't have teammates ready to trade you. Careful with the way you were inarguably an asshole to your sage, albeit she was an asshole too. That's not an excuse in my books. Thank you for the VOD. Amberze, thank you for the $3. Can you go over what's the best to get a VOD reviewed for us new viewers? What's the best to get a VOD reviewed? Oh, perfect. Amberze, thank you for the tier 3. Can you elaborate? Mac Miller fan 03, thank you for the 5 gifted. What do you mean, what's the best? Care for the notes where you find them? Oh, he's got you. Light Scavenger, the GOAT. They're in this Google spreadsheet. In the notes tab, they are alphabetized. So Jonas V, you'd have to go to the J's. And there you are. And so as you get more notes, they'll just show up right here. I have the little date. Oh God, I did not mean to edit that sheet. I break shit. Ooh. Is there a rule of thumb or framework to punish no smoke pop flash? No, not really. You just have to... You sort of just got to look at your comp and their comp, and you got to understand that technically speaking, anything that isn't the meta comp is suboptimal. In solo queue, that doesn't matter because nobody thinks about this stuff. But if you are thinking about this stuff, you can make it matter. You've got to think about how the map macro is played. This is really not important in lower ranks. But like if you're an Immortal and you're not exploiting this, it's kind of grief. If Gekko video from Chief to watch, yeah, I'll take a look. Yeah, like the op buy, I liked it a lot from us. That shit's highly effective against those teams. The problem was we were opping A and our B hold was not strong enough. Like we should have had an Odin or even another op, like against no smokes, no flash. That's why Astra isn't allowed. I actually don't think you can ask that because I'm pretty sure it's answered. Yeah, no, you can't ask that question. It's answered in the FAQ because everybody kept asking. You meant to say what's the best way to get your VOD accepted? You read all the rules and you submit a VOD that follows them, and it will get accepted, actually. It's not like a luck thing. It's just a reading comprehension thing. Ooh. Gekko tech. All right, let's take a look.
Alright, audio got skipped in the last one.
This dude uploaded a 5-minute video this fast?
Real quick. Cigarettes flash.
Right there.
Green blob.
Yeah, we've seen this one. We've seen this one.
And then I'm looking at...
Oh my
in
god.
the middle of it. Jump throw. Quick. It's going all the way up to here. Chuck one anything close. Yep,
Holy
one that
fuck.
won't come up, but it could be useful. Yep, you gotta throw it right. You know, that's just to try and help.
Okay, Jeef, you need to make this about 5 times higher production quality with timestamps and no errors. You need to zoom in on what you're aiming at. It needs to be text like jump throw. It has to be clear, stand here. And you need one for each map. And you will have 10,000 subscribers. Or more. And I can make you a thumbnail. You've got tech, but your video's not consumable.
Help your A player.
Let me show you like my tech video. Hujin, VCT. This. So this is like the cavern tech video I uploaded. Obviously, this is insane, but
so usually I play B.
Being able to click to a timestamped thing is really, really useful on tech videos. Yeah.
But when I do play A, come into the and they're coming out B, come into this corner, and I aim here.
Yeah, that's easy.
And then half charge, jump throw. Now, it doesn't land the prettiest, but like it lands, and because these guys are so worried about...
So see, I clicked on something, A to lane. There's so many recons here, and I get that immediately. Yeah, B lane recon from A.
About everything, this does always seem to get pulses out.
This is useful for the lower rated players in solo queue who feel like their A players suck, or their team all wants to play B and you have to play A for whatever reason.
I mean, I like to at A, and you're gonna see actually
Sometimes you play
decent darts, but I play A to usually mix it up. If you're, that's what I've done.
I just put it right here. Playbook's getting a little noisy, but that's okay. You actually implemented this on your next spreadsheet. You can click any topic part, immediately go there. Hooch, how do I get 10k subscribers? You have to fill a niche that doesn't exist, or you have to be giga hecking charismatic. One of those two will work. So for example, Gekko Flash Tech, Chief the Thief, and anybody watching this, you're all in a race right now. First person, I don't give a fuck if it's Chief. To drop good Gekko Flash Tech for every map in rotation, timestamped and well edited, he's getting the heckin' huge seal of approval, because this content does not exist right now. And I keep telling Gekko mains, you don't have good flashes. Please go learn good flashes. And I can't link them any references. I just have to tell them to go find them. So first person to do that, it's like easy. Like he's just got to be the... Like, let's see. Who's the... Oh, there's a Yoru guy who's really good for this. I haven't had to link it in a while because you Yoru players all have the nerd tech already. Basimoto? No. It's Chardawar. Chardawar literally is the perfect example of this. And it's why he's got 10,000 subscribers. It's literally exactly what I'm talking about. Like you can just do heckin' Chardawar, Fracture, Yoru, and he'll have a video. You'll click it, and he'll just show you cool tech. His aren't timestamped, actually. It's kind of annoying. But he's got good tech. And he shows you how to throw it quite well. See? Like, this is really useful, the visual aid. This is overpowered. It's just like hilariously over edited. I'm muting it because I think he plays DMCA music. Like, this stuff gets hella views because the tech is good. Hell, I learned this lineup from him. Chardawar lineup videos are like who's approved. All right, we're gonna get ready for pro analysis. We're gonna go into tier 3 chat. But boom, pro analysis is we essentially just review a pro VOD. We do it every weekday except Fridays on stream. One of them goes up onto the YouTube channel per week. Actually tomorrow the Psalm Sky VOD is going up from Haven.